with Jimmy the Janitor. He's performed on stages all across Canada and the U.S. and is well known to all New Brunswickers. Sandy Gillis as Jimmy the Janitor.
How's she going, boys? Good to see you all, boy. Nice to be here. I do this talking all across the country now, and I love it. The problem is to travel, boy. I'm in the air 2 or 3 times a week, and I gotta tell you, I'm scared to death of flying, dear. Now, a buddy of mine, Binky Beliveau, said, hey, don't be scared of flying, boy. Stewardesses fly all the time. I said, yeah, but you never see an old one, do you? They don't make it, boy. I said, if it's all the same to you, Binky, I'm going to take the train. He said, you think the train is safer? I said, yeah. He said, did you hear about the big train wreck over in India? 400 people seriously killed? I said, no. I said, what happened? He said, a plane fell on them, boy. You gotta watch for the signs, eh? Like you drive out to the airport, what's the first thing you see? Big sign that says, terminal. Yeah, flying can be, boy. So then you go through the beep beep lie detector, right? You get on the plane, you get seated. What's the first thing they start doing? They start getting you ready for a crash. Stewardesses says, now, if the plane gets a hole in it, the oxygen mask will fall down here. Now, is it just me, or is that little tube really attached to anything? Like, where does the oxygen come from up there, boy? An oxygen angel or something? You know, I don't think it's an oxygen mask. I think it's more to muffle the screams, right? Then the stewardess says, now, if the plane falls in the water, you can use your seat cushion as a flotation device. Now, I'm sitting at the airport in Moncton, eh? Excuse me, stewardess, but like, how much water, say, between Moncton and Toronto, dear? None. I want a seat cushion that bounces off the top of trees, please. When was the last time you saw a plane crash and people get off the plane in an orderly fashion? I mean, that's why the stewardesses are so vague when they're telling you where the exits are going to be, right? Yeah, your exits are over there, over there, over there, more down there. Like they don't know where they're going to be, boy. They're friggin' making that up. What they should say is your exits will be located wherever the plane rips apart and people are sucked out. You know what they should do, honest to God, boy? They should make the plane out of the same stuff they make the black box out, eh? They always find that in one piece, boy. I do a lot of flying on little planes, too, boy. I had to fly from Sydney to Port Hawkesbury. This is quite a few years ago now. Any capers here? Oh, my God. Only way to get there was on Air Brador. Small little airline, 1 plane, 4 seats. To get on, you had to have exact change. Now, it was storming, snowing the day we took the flight. It wasn't hard to tell the Air Brador plane. It was the one with the chains on the propellers. So we're flying along to Hawkesbury, eh? Pilot calls into the tower. We get a recording. It says, how's she going, boy? This is Cape Breton Air Traffic Control. We're all down at Billy Joe's pub right now. Please land your plane at the sound of the beep. Oh, listen, another time I'm coming out of Toronto, eh? Toronto, anybody? Yeah, I've been to Toronto. And I had the window seat this time round, boy. And lady with a baby sat down beside me. So when you're coming out of Pearson, eh, you like taxi for 4 years, eh? Like you can drive home faster, right? So you're, anyway, just about to take off, eh? She undoes her shirt and starts feeding the baby right there. What do you do? Like, where do you look, guys, eh? Under normal circumstances, we'll sit through a whole movie to get one boob shot. But this is maternal. You don't want to be looking. So I'm counting the rivets out on the wing, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we finally level off. Everything's back to normal, if you know what I mean. So we're just about to land in Moncton, eh? Don't you do it again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get on the ground. I say, excuse me there, dear, but how come you're doing that on the plane? Well, she got kind of mad at me, eh? She said, well, for 2 good reasons. First off, the young fella's hungry. Second of all, it keeps his ears from clogging up. I went, darn, boy, in all these years I've been chewing gum. I know there's a lot of capers here. Airbrador, I should mention this, my old buddy Dave Dingwall. That was a make-work project. Like, they used to make their own planes at the Point Edward Industrial Park. Honest to God, boy, they made planes at the park. And one time they had to test the windshield on this plane, and they didn't have the windshield tester, so they called DOT here in Halifax. They sent down the tester. Now, it's a gun that you put a dead bird in, and you fire the bird at the windshield at the same speed the bird would be flying if it hit the windshield in flight. So Archie McNeil pulls the gun out of the crate down at Airbrador, slams in a dead chicken, and fires her at the windshield. Well, that ballistic chicken smashed through the windshield, ripped the pilot seat out, and tore the arse end off the plane. So Archie's on the phone to Halifax, like we always are. Your gun don't work, buddy. So they sent about 11 people down from the government, eh, to do the test over again. They done the whole thing all the way through, come up with one conclusion. Next time, don't use a frozen chicken.